feeling every inch the beautiful bride in my 1,000 pounds, floor-length, ivory silk gown, I married my husband in a pretty village church in Hampshire in front of 130 guests. The ceremony was followed by a reception in a country hotel nearby, with champagne and a four-course meal before we all partied late into the night. And yet, despite the happiness of that day, when I walked down the aisle towards Michael, he didn't set my heart alight, and I knew he never would. There were no butterflies of excitement. Rather than marrying Mr. Right, I was settling for Mr. Okay. While the narrative is that brides are always head over heels on their wedding day, there are more women in my position than you might think. Research suggests about 30% of women settle for their partner, rather than marrying their true love, thinking that security and friendship are more important than the passion of a fairy tale romance. But is it a formula for a happy life? It will be 25 years this month since that beautiful August day. Reaching your silver wedding anniversary is considered the marker of a successful marriage, and I will be forever grateful to Michael for giving me 2 of my 3 children. Yet there is no doubt that my decision to settle has come at a price. For starters, we've not had sex for 10 years and while, until recently, family life was enough. Now the children are leaving home, the chasm between us is becoming ever more obvious. What's perhaps surprising is that Michael wasn't my first husband. Having experienced one divorce, people might assume I wouldn't want to compromise second time around on someone who wasn't utterly perfect for me. So, what led to my decision? My sister and I grew up in Essex in a loving, stable home. Our parents were from a generation who believed marriage vows were for keeps, and I wanted the same for myself one day. My first husband Simon and I were childhood sweethearts, having dated since we were in 6th form. He was handsome, exciting, and my stomach leapt whenever I saw him. We had a great sex life, and when we married aged 26 in a low-key ceremony in a register office, there wasn't a doubt in my mind. Our relationship was forever. Or so I thought until 18 months later, when I was cradling our newborn daughter and received a call from a woman saying she'd been having an affair with Simon for a year. Despite the happiness of that day, when I walked down the aisle towards Michael, he didn't set my heart alight, and I knew he never would. My story is a reminder that sometimes, even when the dress is perfect and the guests are cheering, love isn't always the driving force behind a marriage. Perhaps it's time we reevaluate what truly matters when choosing a life partner.